Hidden behind the front doors of some of Britain's 28 million households lurks a dirty secret.
Oh my gosh, they're moving.
I think it is cat urine.
Oh my gosh!
Homes filled to the rafters with rubbish, filth and grime.
This cat poo trod into the carpet, look.
Leading the charge to transform these dirty dens in just 48 hours is self-professed lover of all things cleaning, Hayley Leach.
This toilet is a lot of work.
Alongside her is dirt expert Ches Brown.
And we're going to pop this underneath here.
And filth aficionado Tom Swire.
See there, it's taking loads of dirt off that seal.
Hayley will rig each house with cameras.
What is it?
To catch bad habits.
Whoa. That sink.
And tackle the mess.
Lovely.
Look at that. Bacteria.
Can Hayley and her team transform homes?
Oh, wow.
And lives in 2 short days.
It's amazing.
Tonight, we're in Newport, South Wales, home to retired couple Bill and Antoinette, whose lacklustre cleaning habits have left them living a life of grime.
We have always been aware that we are marginally less than super clean. There is a general amount of dust and a general amount of dirt.
Yeah, we're not brilliant.
But instead of cleaning the dirt, they simply cover it up.
We have never quite acquired the ability to tidy up after ourselves. I have a tendency not to put things away. I will dump things in the sink. Instead of putting my clothes in the dirty linen basket, they will go around the dirty linen basket. I collect various things. We've got all sorts of knickknacks.
Yeah, we hoard furniture like others hoard plastic boxes, you know.
And they both blame each other for the mess.
It's that specimen there who creates more mess, because when I spent a couple of hours cleaning properly and then I come back later and you would never have known I've done it.
If this carry-on continues, it won't just be their home that needs saving.
The state of the house does affect our relationship.
We desperately need Hayley soap, like now.
As luck would have it,
Hi, guys.
Hey, Hayley.
Hayley, Tom and Ches have gathered for their morning meeting.
Today, I have got a couple for us. It's Bill and Antoinette, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to help them.
And the house has been rigged with cameras, so the team can see firsthand how Bill and Antoinette are living.
Should we have a look?
It ain't nice, mate. Look at it.
There's a lot going on.
Can't cook on there, surely. Ooh!
That's a bit concerning.
I don't know how safe this is to eat.
No.
Oh! It looks like the skin of a mouse.
What is it?
I don't know.
There's some really questionable things going on in this kitchen.
The cameras reveal Bill and Antoinette aren't the only members of this house running amok.
Come on, pussycats!
My worst nightmare.
Are you not a cat lover?
I actually have got a cat, and she does not go on my sides because I've got a thing about cats' bum holes being on the work surfaces, and because it's unhygienic. You're like, you've got cat's anus, and then you're like making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Also, as well, Hayley, with all the mess, clutter, what infestations might we find, which the cat will then go after? It could be a vicious cycle of rodents, lice. Food preparation there is probably quite dangerous.
Having had a belly full of filth in the kitchen, there's even more to digest in what should be their lounge and dining room.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's a bit of stuff in there.
Oh. Do you notice Bill's gone the whole way around the table to get a book from there because there's so much clutter blocking his space, whereas if he just cleared that...
They need a bit of order in their lives, don't they?
For sure. The carpet looks filthy, doesn't it? It needs a deep clean, for sure.
Just as it does upstairs, in their bedroom.
Oh, look at the floor again.
Look, all the hair
That
on the
is a question to
carpet.
ask, yeah.
That's a lot of cat fluff.
How can you just unwind?
I'd need more than a chamomile tea, I can tell you that much. Is that a Hoover?
That is a Hoover.
Yeah, you're right.
Why haven't they used it?
Do you think they know stuff needs doing, but they just are quite comfortable not doing it?
Bill and Antoinette appear to have all the gear, but no idea.
Plan of action, guys. I would love to tackle the kitchen work surfaces. I want to get them decluttered. I want to get them cleaned. And that will fill my heart with joy doing that.
Yeah.
They need a little bit of help with organising. There's stuff strewn everywhere, so they need a little bit of help as to how to organise their things again, because once they do that, their home will be sorted.
Yeah.
I'm going to tackle the floors all around the house and just getting all the clutter and the mess off the floor and just go from there.
Hayley, Tom and Ches need to rescue Bill and Antoinette before they're completely swamped in clutter and grime.
Hello.
Hello.
You must be Antoinette.
I am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hayley.
Hello, Hayley.
Hello.
And you must
nice
be
to meet
Bill.
you, Hayley. Do come in.
Yeah, welcome to Sloppyland.
They may be making light of things, but to Hayley, it's no laughing matter.
So, when was the last time had a, good old deep clean?
Well, we've lived here 7 years,
years.
and I would say that's probably the last time it had a real deep clean.
Really?
Hayley, on the other hand, finds it hard not to clean for 7 minutes. The team have just 48 hours to transform this filthy house into a spotless home, so there's not even 7 seconds to waste.
Happy with that?
But before they can clean, they need to clear out all the dusty antiques, which add a lovely extra layer of grime to every room. So Tom and Ches are building a sorting area.
We ain't got all day, Tom.
I thought we were friends.
For Bill and Antoinette to go through their grubby hoard.
Job done.
Right, come on. You've got work to do.
With so much to do, the team need to divide and conquer.
Me, Ches and Antoinette are going to start sorting in here, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to go through. The rigged cameras showed the lounge full to bursting with all the antiques Bill and Antoinette have collected over the years. Dumped in piles because there's nowhere to put them on display.
I think first and foremost, we just need to maybe create a few different boxes where we can organise what you need, what's like stuff we can chuck away.
Antoinette will tell you that it is a dangerous move taking her to an auction because she will suddenly see something that she must have.
Yeah.
And then you think, yes, but where do we put it?
Yeah.
With so much to go through, Tom wants Antoinette to be ruthless.
Antoinette, are we going to class that as rubbish?
Yeah.
I'd say so. OK.
But in amongst the hoard is hidden treasure.
I was about to take this, thinking it was like an old disused mat, and discard it, and then I turned it over to reveal this lovely picture.
Yeah. My great-granny Antoinette. That's how I got called Antoinette.
Let's keep that somewhere special.
Good job they realised that could have been a casualty of the clutter. Tom and Ches are making good progress with Antoinette. 10 boxes of collectibles leave the lounge and enter the sorting area. Meanwhile, Hayley's working on Bill.
So, Bill, looking around the kitchen, I think the key priorities here are decluttering the work surface. We then need to make sure that the sides are being cleaned down, and then I think we can press on to the floor area. Does that sound like a plan?
It sounds like a plan.
Brilliant. Let's do that.
The rigged cameras in the kitchen caught Bill and Antoinette cooking in years of grime and clutter.
Ooh. That's a bit concerning.
And revealed the bad habit of never clearing up once they'd finished.
See, I find it quite therapeutic, cleaning, do you not?
Nope. Absolutely not.
Whilst Hayley has a challenge on her hands, Tom and Ches are making slow but positive progress with Antoinette.
Oh, there's actually a table here.
Yeah.
Nice.
When's the last time we saw the table? Like this?
Well, I don't know, probably a year or maybe longer.
Really?
Yeah, because, it's like the sawn chair. Every time I tidy it up, it gets filled up full of rubbish.
OK.
But, when I say I tidy up, he tidies down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
OK.
Tom is beginning to understand Antoinette's frustration. while Hayley is still working on Bill.
I think that you secretly are really quite happy deep down with the fact that this is taking shape.
You're wrong, but if that's what you think it.
At least she's uncovered the worktops, which are caked in dirt.
So we're going to be doing a white vinegar clean on here to get rid of the grease and grime.
White vinegar is made from acetic acid, a natural disinfectant that kills germs like salmonella and E. coli. So, perfect for this kitchen.
If you cannot bear the smell of vinegar, what you can do is actually infuse the vinegar with some herbs. So rosemary works really well. You can use mint. You can also use things like orange peel or lemon peel, and it makes the vinegar smell a lot more pleasant.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Brilliant. So here's your bottle.
Hayley's using half water, half vinegar, with a few sprigs of ripped up mint for her mixture.
It already smells nicer from the mint.
This is the first time Bill has cleaned any of this house in 7 years.
How are you feeling about the clean now? As we're pressing forwards, what are your thoughts?
Well, we've done something that needed doing.
Former librarian Bill was once duty-bound to keep all his books in complete order, but he's never grasped keeping up appearances at home.
I suspect that it's partly to do with upbringing. When I was young, my mum always had a daily who would come in 2 or 3 or so mornings a week to do the bulk of the cleaning.
But like many of us, Bill and Antoinette don't have a cleaner, so this is a massive opportunity to learn how to do it themselves the easy way.
It's just that there are other things I would rather be doing.
Yeah.
You know, things that I regard as far more enjoyable
Than cleaning?
Than cleaning.
OK.
It's an uphill struggle for Hayley.
I'm really fond of Bill, but he's very set in his ways. But I really want Bill to take on board the tips and advice that we're giving him and Antoinette, because moving forward, they're going to be the ones that need to keep on top of this. And at the moment, I'm feeling really nervous that we're not going to achieve this the way things are going.
Coming up, Tom uncovers some unwelcome guests.
Chairs?
Bill struggles with the sort. And Antoinette vents her frustration about Bill.
The floor is strewn with stuff that is mostly not mine.
In Newport, South Wales, retired couple Bill and Antoinette have been living a life of grime for the last 7 years.
The main cause of all the clutter is basically lack of discipline.
They blame each other for the mess, but they're in a filthy checkmate, with neither of them doing anything about it.
I've decided a long time ago that having a happy home to come to is much more important than squabbling about, oh, you haven't swept the floor this morning as I asked you to do.
So they both step over the clutter and ignore the dirt.
We need Hayley to inspire us to do what we know we need to do.
And do it!
Through cameras rigged around their house, the team have seen firsthand just how big a mess they're in. Ooh. And they've come up with a plan to declutter and deep clean their home in 48 hours. Halfway through the first day, the team are still removing dusty old antiques.
All right, let's go. Yeah! No pressure.
And furniture.
To me. To you. To me. To you.
The cameras in the lounge reveal Bill and Antoinette were living in a mountain of possessions, picking things up, but never putting them away.
Oh. They need a bit of order in their lives, don't they?
Along with buried treasure hidden in the trash. Originally from France, Antoinette first moved to the UK nearly 40 years ago. She met Bill soon after, and they've been married for 32 years. But she has plenty of keepsakes to remind her of home.
There's stuff I've inherited from my mother, stuff that I had when I first moved to England, or even moved in my flat in Paris. And it all adds up, you know, because it's nice, and I want to keep it. So, yeah, we've got too much.
Antoinette's even got some French furniture. It's just a shame it's been lost in the hoard for so many years.
I think we should get all these chairs out as well, Antoinette.
Okay.
So we can stack those, and then we can bring them back in and maybe give them a bit of a wipe down.
Okay.
Like you see on this chair, it's not too bad. It just needs a good hoover, but there's a few little stain marks on here. So, like, sometimes what you could do is, on a stain mark, it may or may not work, but shaving foam, it really does work.
Shaving foam contains active ingredients such as emulsifiers that are also used in cleaning products.
So we can apply the shaving foam to these sort of points here.
Yeah.
Really nice sponge, perhaps, nothing too abrasive, and hopefully the shaving foam should bring that up quite nicely. Can take out certain marks, not all marks.
Managed to remove a nasty ink stain.
Really? With the shaving foam?
Yep.
Just shows it's a household thing we can use.
It also shows Antoinette actually knows at least a bit about cleaning. A cleaning frenzy begins to take over the whole house. The sorting area continues to fill up, while the rooms continue to clear.
Right. Bill, we need to pull this sofa out now, so what are we going to find under here, do you reckon?
Some of this furniture hasn't been moved for 7 years.
Oh, wow. Oh, my... OK. Chairs?
What's going on?
Lurking under the mess, Tom has made a rather unwelcome discovery.
I've just uncovered this, so it looks like we've got moth infestation, perhaps. We've got, like, empty larvae.
Carpet moths love to feed off animal fibres, so wool is one of their favourite meals.
Bill?
Their eggs are tiny, so can't be seen by the naked eye, but they like to nest in second-hand furniture, which is probably how they ended up here.
Come in here, Bill. Have a look at this.
Yeah.
OK, this is what we're finding, my friend. Can you see this little fella here?
Yeah, Silverwing.
And he comes from one of these. Because obviously everything's been covered up, we've got all these signs of little critters.
Carpet beetles multiply quickly, and an infestation like this can cause serious household damage. If they find any more, it'll be a call to pest control, which would be a massive setback to the clean.
OK, quite rightly, you've made the right response by taking up the old vacuum.
Look, this is an old house with all sorts of nooks and crannies. People don't realise what sort of creepy crawlers shelter in any house.
They do prefer a dirty house.
If we were to keep on top of things in probably a more regimental manner, we probably wouldn't get as many infestations like that.
The critters might be gone, but the carpets are still filthy.
We're going to get these carpets looking brand new again.
This is going to be so satisfying.
The house has finally been cleared. Bill and Antoinette now need to decide what to keep, what to sell, and what to give to charity. And they also need to give the auction houses a miss for a while.
I have on occasions seen something that was going to be passed over in auction. And I've said, no, that's ridiculous. You can't pass that over at £80. And bought it. And then you think, yes, but where do we put it?
Yeah.
Hayley wants to encourage Bill and Antoinette to change their impulsive ways for good.
All of this stuff, I just really would like you guys to just look through it and really decide what you want to do with it, because it's really important to me that both of you are happy with the process here, and I don't want anything to go without your say-so.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're really running out of time. And me and Tom are going to go back inside and we're going to finish off our clean, OK?
OK.
So I'm going to leave you two to it, and I'll be back to see what's going on shortly.
Lovely. If you need us, just shout.
There's just a couple of hours left of day one.
So, where do we start?
Well, those are my discs. They can go back where they were in the living room.
But Bill's not parting with much.
I am bad, she is bad, but in a different way, and we're both as bad as the other. I actually need to sit down and sort it out.
So get on with it then. It does affect my mental health, because when I spent a couple of hours cleaning properly, you know, I mean, shifting all the stuff on the work surface, giving that a very good wash, putting everything back, and then I come back 2 days later and you would never have known I've done it. Yeah, it does get depressing in the long run.
He might be finding the process of clearing out a lifetime's worth of belongings difficult. But wife Antoinette is hoping that Hayley and the team can teach Bill how to properly clean and tidy up after himself.
He might enjoy it once it's finished, but for the moment, not really. And he's moaned and moaned and moaned, where I just like to get on with it. Do you want to keep this?
Yes, I do.
There we go.
Whilst Bill continues to get rid of not a lot,
Those top 3 are for keeping.
Hayley's asked Antoinette to help her make a start on the bedroom. Upstairs, the rig cameras reveal piles of dirty laundry, layers of dust, a carpet thick with cat hair, and an abandoned Hoover, which Hayley wants Antoinette to start using.
What I'm really keen to do now is roll the rug and then we can call the boys up to take it down, because I want the rug to have a really nice deep clean.
OK.
Let's vacuum it up, I think.
This carpet hasn't been deep cleaned in 7 years.
Get rid of the worst.
Yeah.
Which means it's probably covered in dead skin cells, mould and bacteria, which can trigger allergies such as asthma and eczema.
I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? Because it's going to get a deep clean now. I'll take one end, you take the other, and we'll roll together so we make it into almost like a nice sausage shape. Yeah, you've got it. So the difference in carpet here is vast, isn't it?
Huge.
I mean, look here, and then this is what we want.
Yeah.
And this is what we currently have.
Yes.
So I think it's going to make a massive difference in here once we get the carpets deep cleaned. I genuinely can't believe the difference in the carpet. It is absolutely filthy with thick layers of dust. And where the rug's been moved, it's really obvious to see. I actually kind of was walking around thinking the carpet was meant to be grey. It isn't. It's a cream carpet. Who knew?
Hayley's job just got a whole lot bigger. The outer edge of the carpet will need to be scrubbed and steam cleaned.
Do you need some muscle?
We have a rug for you both.
Ready? Let's go. Ready?
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Thanks.
It's nearly the end of day 1. The top layer of dirt in Bill and Antoinette's house is lifting, but there's still a long way to go before Hayley would call it clean. And whilst Bill is refusing to get stuck in, she has seen a change in Antoinette.
As I was watching you, it looked like I could see like a little smile on your face as you were doing it. Yeah, and that was really nice to see because I would love for you to find a small amount of enjoyment from it.
I do get a feel-good factor when I finish.
Yes.
The depressing thing is when I finish and a couple of days later I might as well not have bothered because it's exactly bad, even worse than before I started. Especially when the floor is strewn with stuff that is mostly not mine.
Are we talking about...
Yeah.
William?
If I do tidy up in the bedroom, I eventually get it looking presentable, but then 5 minutes later, you wouldn't know the difference. So I stopped bothering.
Shall we have a word with Bill before we leave and be like, Antoinette, actually, she doesn't mind doing the cleaning. What she dislikes is the fact that she does the cleaning and you go around messing it up behind her.
Coming up, Antoinette comes clean to Bill.
I did enjoy cleaning this morning because, you know, I could see a massive difference.
I totally agree.
Tom confesses to a phobia.
I don't even like spiders.
And Hayley and Ches make a discovery.
I think they're cat urine.
In Newport, South Wales, it's day 2 of deep cleaning retired couple Bill and Antoinette's filthy home for the first time in 7 years. And teaching them how to keep it that way for good.
It is a matter of grabbing ourselves by the scruff of the neck and learning the lesson.
We definitely need a kick up the backside, that's for sure.
Hayley, Tom and Ches have less than 24 hours to scrub this place from top to bottom.
Say hello to my little friend.
But every crevice is crammed with layer upon layer of filth.
Not over my head.
Look, you're taller. You could reach all of this.
Well, you all this. I don't even like spiders. How long do you reckon this has been there for?
But they still need to scrub the kitchen, steam the carpets and dust 1,000 antiques.
I feel like the clean is actually going quite well. However, I would be lying if I said that I thought we were going to be ready in time, because we are really, really behind. So I feel like we really need to just push forward, make sure that we're working quickly and efficiently, and we just need to get this clean done.
Hayley might be a tower of strength, but Bill still isn't very enthusiastic.
Cleaning is an unfortunate necessity. To me, it is just a job that has to be got out of the way before you get onto something more enjoyable.
So, while Bill is actually helping, Hayley decides to shower him with praise.
The best way to clean those type of tiles is exactly how Bill is doing it, with an actual hard bristle one. You'd want it to be clean, ideally, the brush, and it would only be used on the tiles.
Before giving Antoinette the opportunity to tell him just how she's been feeling.
What about you, Antoinette?
I did enjoy cleaning this morning because, you know, I could see a massive difference.
Antoinette's face lit up when she was wiping over all of her beautiful things, and as she wiped over it and it kind of went back to its former glory, I could see a really big smile on her face, and it made me so happy.
It's got to be an ongoing thing. You can't leave it for weeks on end and then expect to do it in 5 minutes, you know.
I totally agree.
You know, if you give me your support by putting things away after you've used them, then I will enjoy it even more.
I think that this is a happy medium. I think let's meet halfway. I think let's press on with the clean, and I really think that you're going to enjoy the home. And that's what's really important. We are completely changing his environment, and for it to change in 48 hours, that's a big deal for anyone. So I feel like I want to help Bill, but I feel like it needs to be done gently.
That's a good plan.
This is major cleaning progress in the Bill and Antoinette household, and Hayley wants to seize the day. The rig cameras in the kitchen caught Bill and Antoinette cooking in chaos and revealed their cream tile floor was covered in 7 years of ground-in grease, grime and uneaten cat food.
Ooh, there's some really questionable things going on in this kitchen.
Since Bill's done a surface-level sweep, Hayley wants to keep the momentum and teach them both the best way to remove trodden-in filth from the tiles.
We're going to use dishwasher powder in the mop and bucket and then boiling water. You want to use about half a cup of this powder, and ideally you want it to be powder rather than a tablet. And then you're going to just go ahead and pour boiling water into one side of the bucket, and then we can begin mopping. And can you see already how quickly that's lifted the dirt?
And it's so thin.
And I've literally just done a couple of wipes over.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
And I'm not pushing or using hardly any effort at all, but it's the actual solution that works really well.
Hayley hopes sharing quick and effective tips with Bill will make him realise cleaning can be fun and not a chore. They're halfway through the second day of the clean. The carpets are being washed and the cat station's being cleaned. And progress is even being made in the sorting station.
That can go to charity. There are some books that are going to go to auction. Right, that can go. That's rubbish.
It's major progress, but Hayley has made a discovery in the bedroom that requires a bit of forensic investigation before she can hatch a cleaning plan. The rig cameras caught Bill and Antoinette trying to relax in a room filled with overflowing laundry and covered in layers of cat hair.
I'd need more than a chamomile tea, I can tell you that much.
And having stripped the bed, she's found even more evidence to suggest the cats are making themselves more than comfortable when Bill and Antoinette aren't around.
I just wanted us to cast our eye over the bedding that we're going to launder. I think there's going to be lots of protein stains on here.
Hayley has a hunch the protein stains have been caused by the cats weeing on the bed, which hasn't been changed for a very long time.
And the way we can see that is actually by a UV torch. It will show us what a protein stains by glowing a fluorescent colour. So if we try this one here, for example, you can clearly see that's glowing.
Yeah, you can see the difference.
And then if we come over here, we've got 3 stains here, but one, it's not glowing, which means this is just a general stain, not a protein stain, whereas these, I think they're cat urine.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
Cat urine is more concentrated than humans, so it's got a more pungent smell. Worse still, it can trigger a disease in humans called toxoplasmosis, which can affect the brain, heart, liver, eyes and ears. So it's important the bedding is treated properly before it goes into the washing machine.
Before you put bedding in the wash, try to use a biological detergent on the bed sheets.
Biological detergents contain protein-busting enzymes, but non-bios traditionally don't.
It's really, really simple, and you'll see what I mean when it comes to actually it removing protein stains really well.
There's just a couple of hours left of the second day. The cleaning team are making a deep dive into every nook and cranny. And Chairs is determined to make every inch of every room sparkle.
I think we can make it. I think if we just keep our head down, get Bill and Antoinette to work with us, we can make this happen. But I think we can't dilly-dally anymore. We have to get straight to the action and speed things up.
As the clean reaches its final stages, Hayley wants to teach Antoinette how to keep her clothes smelling as fresh as the day they were laundered.
These are laundry scent boosters.
Oh, yeah.
And they smell wonderful. Smell that.
Yeah, delicious. Really lovely.
All you need to do is, we've got some muslin here. This is actually from your kitchen.
Oh, yes, another stuff.
So it's stuff that you buy anyway and that you have in the home anyway. And this is also your ribbon. And then all we're going to do is put these in here and make like a really pretty little parcel. And then we'll bow them with the ribbon so it stays nice and tight. And then these are going to go into the drawers and the wardrobe, and it's going to make your clothes and your drawers smell really nice and fresh. What do you think of that?
Oh, brilliant.
See? And it just smells wonderful, doesn't it?
Have I put enough in there?
That's fine. That's absolutely perfect. You don't need to use tons of them, but it's going to have an impact on your laundry and the room and the way your room actually smells. Lovely, wonderful.
That's for my PJs.
It's been a busy 2 days. The clean isn't quite complete, but Bill and Antoinette's home is by far the best it's looked in 7 years. One final push and it will all be finished.
OK, guys, I am now going to send you off. I don't want you to see any more of your home until you return. I want it to be a lovely surprise for you. So off you head and I'll see you shortly.
OK.
Bye, guys.
The last few days have been gruelling. It's really, really hard work and doesn't seem like it, but it is.
We've got a lovely team. They've been great fun to work with.
And very caring.
What's the phrase they used to use in the 90s? Ah, yes, wicked.
Oh, yeah, wicked.
Coming up, the race is on to finish the clean.
We've got no time left, so we're just going to have to really pick it up now.
And when the whistle blows...
Oh, I'm a bit nervous.
Yes.
Will it be enough to impress Bill and Antoinette?
Ooh, we've got a floor in here.
Yeah, it's cream look.
Hayley and her cleaning duo, Tom and Ches, are nearing the end of their 2-day challenge to transform Bill and Antoinette's filthy antique-filled house into a spotless home they can actually be proud of. And they've not just had 7 years of dirt to deal with.
Cleaning is an unfortunate necessity.
Yeah.
Before you get onto something more enjoyable.
It's the final push.
We've got no time left, so we're just going to have to really pick it up now.
Bill and Antoinette will be back in an hour.
Does that not satisfy you? It's like a shop.
Satisfy me, yeah.
It's like a proper shop where like everything's...
Yeah, I love it.
So it's like a whole like cat station. Yeah,
There we go.
exactly.
It's the cleanest it's been since they moved in. The carpets have been shampooed and they're finally free of 7 years of cat filth and spillages.
I can see bits of where the rug was, but for the life of me, to be fair, I can't see any outlines, so that just shows how well the carpet's cleaned up, to be fair, compared to what it was. Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks really good.
And King of Cloths, Tom is making sure all the antique furniture is getting a new lease of life too.
Top tip, and this is a really simple tip, but an effective one. So, I've seen people clean a house, an office, anywhere else with the same cloth. It's pretty disgusting. If you use the same cloth for the bathroom that you use in the kitchen, as you can imagine, it's full of cross-contamination. Loads of horrible things, bacteria, viruses, a lot. So keep it simple. One cloth for a bathroom, one cloth for a kitchen, and one cloth for a bedroom. One cloth for each area. Problem solved.
Their 48-hour transformation time is up. Hayley, Tom and Ches have cleared, scrubbed and polished this house from top to bottom. But have they done enough to convince Bill to keep it clean?
Whew. That was a hard slog,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Exhausted.
Okay, guys, well, if you head off, and I'll see you in a bit.
All right, take it easy.
See you soon.
They're here.
Hiya, Hayley.
I can't wait to show you both what it looks like. I really think you're going to be happy.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a bit nervous.
Yes.
Let's go
That's what you
in.
never ask.
2 days ago, Bill and Antoinette's lounge was lost in a mountain of dusty antiques, discarded stuff and a thick layer of dirt.
Oh, my carpet.
Drum roll, please.
Come in, Bill. Bill, come in.
I'm going to roll on the floor. Oh,
It's been cleared out, cleaned up, and there's not a carpet beetle in sight.
To coin a phrase, it's scrubbed up well.
The dining room was hidden by a mountain of clutter, inches of dust and a thick layer of filth. Not anymore.
Ooh, look at the fruit bowl.
oh, that's lovely.
Both rooms have been tied together. They've been scrubbed, polished and ordered, and they've been given the love they've not had for 7 years.
I think it's beautiful now. There's so much more space. It feels light. I really think you're going to enjoy relaxing in here as well.
You can see the room. We've actually got a room, don't you know? There's somewhere we can go and sit down, entertain our friends, have meals.
Let's move on to the next room, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
2 days ago, the bacteria-filled kitchen was strewn with clutter. Every surface was thick with grease and the floor deep in filth. But now...
What do you think, guys?
Whoa.
Ooh, we've got a floor in here.
Yeah, it's cream, look.
they could eat their dinner off that gleaming floor. All the worktops, even the table. Through the power of cleaning, it could be a new kitchen.
More flowers.
Flowers.
Oh, look at the breakfast table all laid out for us. Oh, that's lovely. And I've not seen this so pristine since it was installed.
This entire kitchen was a really hard slog to get clean because naturally where it's a kitchen there was lots of grease, there was lots of grime, and although it looks pristine now, if we let that build up again, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to maintain and keep on top of it. Moving forward, I think if Antoinette puts things away, this area is nice and clear so you can continue to wipe them down. You not agree?
I do, and look,
Yeah.
we've got so much more working space now.
This is true.
Exactly. Bill, with you, you've been brilliant since I've been here with the cleaning, and you've been a real help. You really have. Just keep on top of mopping the floors, because we want this to be a clean, hygienic environment where you can enjoy it. You can do a bit of cooking, you can put on your chef pinny and make Antoinette a nice meal. It would be lovely.
It was the first time for a long time that I actually put on that apron.
Embrace the penny, Bill. The feline-infested, laundry-littered bedroom was also a huge challenge. Every surface was filthy and the carpet thick with cat hair. But that's all changed.
Oh, this is glorious. Go on, Bennett.
It's the luxurious boudoir Antoinette spent 7 years dreaming of. It's dust-free, cat-free, and there's no laundry in sight.
Oh, and they've changed the sheets on the bed. Thank you so much, guys and gals.
They've done more than change the sheets. It's had a full valet to a hotel standard.
Yeah, that's lovely. And I'm so pleased I took my shoes off outside, because it would be
I
a
suppose
shame.
this means I'm going to have to do the same.
Yep. And then put them away as well.
We're learning.
Yeah, aren't we?
This is a beautiful moment. Antoinette, tell me what you think of the room.
Oh, it's grown. Have you stretched the walls out? Because it's so spacious and airy now and bright.
It feels so much bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, that should make you happy. Look, he's taken his boots off and put his slippers on.
It makes me incredibly happy. Let's try to keep everything a lot more organised and tidy and put away, because it's a much more enjoyable environment in here now.
Oh,
it's
it
so
is.
much more spacious,
Yeah.
it's lighter, and not just that, it's taken us a really long time to do this clean.
For which we are really, really grateful.
Yes.
Of course.
And
but-
we'll prove that by keeping up with it.
Yes. So let's try and keep on top of it. Antoinette, I think, keeping on top of the dusting in here, making sure that everything's wiped down, the changing of the bed linens, if we try and do that. I know the cats do sleep on the bed, but perhaps we look at maybe, because I know cats are quite stubborn and your cats are getting older, but maybe if we have a designated blanket for the cats that the cats can maybe lie on, and even if they don't, you're armed with the knowledge of how to get rid of those protein stains that we've discussed.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Hayley. That's just wonderful.
They're happy and the house is spotless. But Hayley knows she can't take all the credit.
Hello.
I think.
Hello, fellas. Thank you so much.
Hi, guys. Now, there's the holy trinity of cleaning.
So are you happy then?
Oh, ecstatic, aren't we?
Ecstatic.
Perfect. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. You know, we were at our wits' end.
It was lovely being with you guys. You have been so brave opening your home up to us and allowing us to achieve this dirty home rescue, which I think we've actually done quite successfully.
Well, we're going
Feel
to miss
free
you.
to come back anytime, guys.
Yeah.
And sit down and relax while and tell us what to do.
Thank you.
Hayley, Tom and Chez's work is done.
Working with Hayley and the team was very educational. I'll enjoy cleaning as long as it's not an unsurmountable challenge.
We're going to do our best to continue the good work and to follow the tips that Hayley and the boys have given us.
I really thought we were going to struggle with that one.
I just thought Bill was going to really throw a little spanner in the works for us. But actually, as it turned out, he was pretty willing.
They're really impressed with how their home looks, and I do think that they are going to try to keep it that way.
It was exhausting, but we've got through. We've done a dirty home rescue.
Oh, I need a bath.